Our spectacular planet has so many wonders to explore. With new transportation link and travel app that improve planning and booking, the most secluded corners on Earth have become closer than ever. However, there are some places that are just too dangerous, too protected, or maybe too special to visit, even for the most seasoned voyager. Whether it's an island infested with venomous snakes or the Pope's secret archives, these places have been completely cut off from the outside world. So these are the top 10 most fascinating places you are not allowed to visit. Ilha da Queimada Grande, nicknamed Snake Island, is an uninhabitable island located off the Brazilian coastline, approximately 20 miles from the Sao Paulo shore. The island is home to one of the globe's most deadliest species of snake, the golden lancet viper, whose venom can eat through your flesh. There are more than 4,000 of them on the island, but estimates claim that there is one snake for every 3 square feet in some spots. Access to the island is strictly controlled by Brazilian government, and annual visits by Navy to look after the lighthouse are always conducted with a doctor present, as bites can cause internal bleeding, kidney failure, and even death. Although the snakes are dangerous, the real reason the island is closed to the public is to protect the critically endangered snakes from poaching. As according to Vice, these snakes are so rare that snake smugglers sell them for up to $30,000 on the black market. This complex series of caves located in southwestern France is home to one of history's most famous examples of Paleolithic cave paintings ever discovered. These caves are found in every history book thanks to their more than 17,000-year-old paintings of humans and animals. Over 600 wall paintings cover the interior walls and ceilings of the cave. Although named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, the caves have not been accessible since 1963. Opening them to the public after World War II, the presence of visitors and influx of light created a number of problems, like the growth of lichen, crystal, microbes, fungi, forcing a permanent closure to preserve the site. Currently, there is a replica cave which is made for visitors. This small, heavily forested island in the Bay of Bengal is completely encircled with coral reef, making it difficult to approach by boat. However, its inaccessibility is not the main obstacle to visit North Sentinel Island, which is inhabited by a small indigenous population known as the Sentinelese, who have rejected contact with all other peoples. They are among the world's last communities to remain untouched by modern civilization. Although nothing is known about this indigenous tribe which has inhabited the island for more than 60,000 years. In 2008, 2 fishermen whose boat accidentally strayed too close were reportedly killed by the tribe. And in the wake of the massive 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and resulting tsunami, research helicopters assessing the damage in the area were attacked by tribe, who shot arrows and threw stones as the aircraft flew over the coastline. Since then, Indian government has stopped all attempts and declared the island and its surrounding area an exclusion zone, which prohibited travel within 3 miles of the island. The small island is located between Venice and Lido within the Venetian lagoon in North Italy. Throughout its history, it has been home to a fort used as a shipping checkpoint, been a quarantine station for the bubonic plague, and since the turn of the last century, there has been an asylum. According to locals, it is the most haunted place on earth. A mass burial ground for plague victims and people with infectious diseases, the island also rumored to have a doctor who conducted experiments on patients. In 1968, the psychiatric hospital was closed down and the island was abandoned. It is said that the ghost of plague victims, war victims, and the ghost of the murderous asylum doctor roam the decaying grounds, making Poveglia one of the most haunted places on earth. Even the Ghost Adventures crew investigated the location and found some very credible evidences. Now, government authorities have banned public from visiting the island. And not too long ago, the government have also put the land up for auction. It is very unlikely that you will ever make it to the small Norwegian island of Spitsbergen, about 810 miles from the North Pole. But if you do, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is definitely off limits. Deep inside a mountain, this is where the world's most prized crops are stored. Officially opened in February 2008, the facility now stores around 840,000 samples of 4,000 different species of seeds from all over the world. The idea behind the seed bank is to provide a safety net against accidental lost diversity in the case of a major global or regional event. It functions much like a safety deposit box at the bank, allowing organizations or governments to deposit seed variation in the world for safekeeping, and only they have access to their deposits. The structure is designed to last against external hazards and climate change effects. It cost Norway approximately $9 million to build this facility, which is protected by highly advanced security system, and access is strictly limited to a handful of employees. Buried deep within the walls of Vatican City and mostly underground are the Vatican's secret archives, which house Pope's personal documents along with historic documents, state papers, books, and other official correspondence, some of which dates back to the 8th century. Items include letters from Michelangelo, a letter from Mary Queen of Scots, written while she was awaiting her execution, and King Henry VIII request for a marriage annulment. The archives, which are the official property of the current Pope, have been estimated to span over 52 miles of shelving with more than 35,000 items. Founded in 1612 and completely closed to outsiders until 1881, today scholars can request up to 3 folders a day from the 52 miles of its shelves. But access is strictly limited to a very few qualified scholars from very select higher education and research institutions, all of whom have to undergo a rigorous application process to be granted entry. You can't miss North Korea if you are talking about places you are not allowed to visit. Room 39 or Bureau 39 or Division 39 or Office 39. This place has many names, though much of it is unknown. The secretive building is committed to securing foreign currency for the nation's leaders. The organization is estimated to bring in between $500 million to $1 billion per year or more, and may be involved in illegal activities such as counterfeiting $100 bills, producing controlled substances, and international insurance fraud. The office was created in late 1970s, and according to an article by Business Insider, even locals will never get access to this secretive building. The Bhangar Fort is a 17th century fort built in the Rajasthan state of India. It is considered to be one of the most haunted places in Asia, with several urban legends surrounding it. It is said that a wizard who knew black magic cursed Bhangar that it would be destroyed soon and no one ever would be able to live there. And even historical documents prove this curse to be right, because just after the wizard died, the fort was invaded by the Mughals and 10,000 people, including the princess, were killed. Currently, the ghost of the wizard and the princess is said to haunt the fort. The hauntings are so serious that without permission, Government of India doesn't allow anyone to enter the fort after sunset and before sunrise. The tomb of China's first emperor Qin Shi Huang, who died in 210 BC, is buried deep beneath a 250 feet hill in central China. The burial complex consists of a complicated network of underground caverns that were filled with all the things the emperor would need in the afterlife, including clay reproduction of his armies, family, servants, horses, and staff, widely known as the Terracotta Army. Since its initial discovery in 1974, over 2,000 statues have been excavated, each of them completely unique, and experts believe that there may be more than 8,000 in total surrounding the central tomb still yet to be uncovered. From booby traps mentioned in ancient literature to the large scale of underground palace itself, it appears that no technology worldwide is ready to deal safely with the excavation, and because of that, Chinese government might never allow the excavation of emperor's real tomb. Thus, it is not likely that the tomb will be opened anytime soon, neither for scientists nor tourists. Though tourists can catch a glimpse of the emperor's clay army during a site tour, but the ancient warrior's main tomb may remain undiscovered indefinitely. Now, list of prohibited places would be incomplete without a mention of Area 51, the nickname for a remote detachment of United States Air Force facility, Edwards Air Force Base, located in southern Nevada. The facility was established by Central Intelligence Agency (CIA) in 1955, and since then it is shrouded in secrecy. While it has long been believed to be a testing facility for experimental aircraft and weaponry, Conspiracy theorists' favorite theory is that it is the base where US government examines and stores crashed alien spacecraft and alien occupants, including evidence from a supposed alien crash landing in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. Although Area 51 was never declared a secret base, but it took until 2005 for the US government to publicly acknowledge its existence. Area surrounding Area 51 is a popular tourist destination for alien enthusiasts, but access to Area 51 itself is completely prohibited, except to intelligence and military personnel with special clearance. The airspace above the base is also a no-go area and is rumored to be protected with anti-aircraft weaponry and fighter jets. So these are the top 10 places you are not allowed to visit. Now imagine if you had one chance to visit any one place among the 10, which one would you have explored? Let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and don't forget to hit that bell icon after subscribing. Thanks for watching and I will see you on the internet.